Hello everybody and welcome to day 16. Today we are going into some balancing and twisting. So grab some blocks and then any other materials you would like, and I will meet you on your mat. All right, you guys, welcome to your mat today. So we're just going to start an easy pose, our Sukhasana, and we'll sit up nice and tall, move any flesh out of the way here. And then we'll begin by finding our center. You know this by now, rocking forward, back, or side to side. Finding your hips rooted onto the earth, and then your shoulders right over your hips. Eyes can be open and closed. If your eyes are closed, you can turn more inward. Really feeling where your body is today. And then when you found your center, shoulders right over hips, pull up out of those hips, lengthening on each side of your body. Chin is on the horizon. And then begin to tune into your breath. You can take a quick body scan here if you'd like. Then when you're ready, exhale wherever you're at in your breath cycle. Take a deep inhale, again, lifting up out of those hips. Drop your shoulders down, pull your chest to the sky, and then exhale, ground down. Beautiful, again, just like that, inhaling. Exhale. One last one, biggest breath today, inhale. Drop your shoulders down, pause. And exhale, completely release. Beautiful. Rock your head from side to side, saying hello to your neck today. Take any neck circles if you'd like. Chin to chest, rocking your head, whatever feels good. Switch directions whenever you feel comfortable. And we'll gently come back through center. Eyes can flutter open here. Again, finding your center point if it was lost. And then we'll gently take our legs out in front of us. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Feeling, again, where your legs are at today, not trying to really stress them out. So you don't have to take your legs as wide as they'll go. Just find that end point today of where you feel comfortable. You don't have to press past it. So again, this is your class. You decorate it how you wish. Bringing those shoulders right over your hips if you can again. Lifting your chest towards the sky. We'll begin to just hinge from side to side, saying hello to our legs and our side body. You don't have to touch your toes or anything, but we kind of want to have them slightly flexed back. They don't have to be super engaged here, but just to help you get a little bit more of a stretch, but not really shock our system, really reaching for our toes when we're not ready for it. So if you'd like to begin cultivating that Ujjayi breath, inhaling through center and then exhaling to the left or right. And then eyes can open or close, or you can gaze down at the floor. And you can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Maybe you're getting a little bit deeper with every hinge. Maybe you're pulling out of it a little bit more. You started too deep. Just a couple more rounds of breath here. inhale, come back through center. You can bring your legs into Sukhasana or this bound angle pose, whatever you feel like today. I'm going to take mine into a bound angle because I like to keep my hips a little bit open here. I'm going to inhale, arms reach up overhead, and then exhale, gentle twist to the right. Inhale, lifting through center. Exhale, gently twisting, not trying to crank anything. You can just gaze over to that right side of your room or keep your eyes closed. Good, holding here for a few breaths. Right hand is behind you, left hand is on your knee. Next, inhale, arms reach up again. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to knee, left hand behind you. Again, inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, gently twist. And then pause here for a few breaths. Really taking the experience of the pose, noting where you are today. Maybe we're a little bit sore from our back bending yesterday. So go easy on your spine. Next inhale, we'll all reach up through center. Then exhale, right fingertips to the right side of our mat. Left fingertips reach tall. And then exhale, bring those left fingertips over to the right side. I'm going to drop my elbow down towards the floor. You can bring a block underneath your forearm if you'd like. I really just want to get a deep, yummy stretch down my left side body. So I am kind of crunching into this right side a little bit more because I do want this big, deep, long stretch here. But I'm still actively pressing through my forearm and elbow. Open my chest a little bit towards the sky, maybe bend my top arm. Always optional, lift back up if you'd like. I'm going to re-extend my top arm. And inhale, come back through center. Exhale, left hand to left side of our mat. Right fingertips reach over to the left. Keep breathing down your right side body. Big, deep side body stretch here. Opening your chest towards the sky. You can bend over this elbow. Next inhale, come back through center. We'll kick our legs out in front of us. Give them a nice little shake. Point and flex your toes. And we'll sweep our legs around to either side. Gently rock your hips from side to side here. In your tabletop position. And I'm just going to gently shift forward and back. And then when you're ready, come back through center. And we'll take a few cat-cows here. Inhale, belly lifts, gaze lifts, hips lift. Exhale, belly button towards your spine, round here. Again, taking you any organic movement that you'd like today. Always a reminder that you can come down into child's pose or shavasana for any point of time, any amount of time, and any point in time in class. If you're just not feeling it today, you can come down into shavasana for the remainder of practice. Listen to your body, know when you need to take breaks, and use your breath as a cue. When you're ready, we'll gently come back through center, tuck your toes. We'll walk our hands one palm's length in front of where they're at right now. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, lift those knees up off the earth, hips on high towards the sky. First downward facing dog of the day. Take any movement that you'd like. Shifting your hips from side to side, pedaling out your feet. stillness here. Really connect with the earth and experience your pose. Knowing your downward facing dog. Connecting with your breath. When you're ready, we'll inhale, come high up onto our toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or walk to the top of the earth. We'll inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands to our shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we'll roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come down behind us like we're sticking them in some pockets. Elbows pull back. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, pull your belly button in. Lace your lower ribs in so they're not puffing out. And back bending here. Again, we're not crunchy in our low back. Breathe, don't hold your breath. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Deep bend in your knees here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We want a deep bend in our knees again here, like we're sitting in our chair. Inhale, lift your head, neck, chest, and belly up. Arms reach up, chair pose. Exhale, hands come to heart center. This is my least favorite pose, but we're gonna work through it. I always usually incorporate it in my live classes. So again, taking one hand to your belly, one hand to your back, really engaging that core and pulling those low ribs in. Our tailbone is tucking under, and then our weight is light in our toes. We can see our toes. Our knees aren't shooting up past them here. Weight is in our heels. Hands come through heart center. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper if you can. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. We'll just step back to our downward facing dog here. Taking your knees down to the earth, lowering all the way down to our bellies. Inhale, lift up, low cobra. Exhale, release. Coming back through our downward facing dog. Walking out our feet here. And inhaling, coming high up onto our toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come onto the horizon. So we're shooting out from each side. We want to try to keep our hips as forward or as squared off to the top of our mat as we can. So those hip points are trying to remain forward here. And we're going to use our core to really twist to the left and right. Hands stay on the horizon. Fingertips are spread wide with little points of energy coming out of each one. Inhale, lift through center. And then exhale, twist to the right. Using your core, hips try to stay forward. Mind move, it's okay. Inhale. And then exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the left. Again, trying to keep those hips forward. Inhale, back through center. One more time, each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back through center. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips low. Inhale, lift up, chair pose. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come onto the horizon. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, pull those shoulders back into the socket. You got it. So listen carefully. Left hand is going to stay extended as we inhale here. Exhale, drop our right hand towards the earth. Then open up our palm towards the right side of the room, twisting to the right. Inhale, come back through center. This time, exhale, left fingertips drop down towards the earth. Palm opens up to the left, twisting to the left. One more time each side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, right hand drops down, twist to the right. Palm opens up. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, sink low, twisting to the left. You got it. Breathe. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step back into a high plank or a low plank. Lower down or halfway down, taking this into a back bend of your choice. Upward facing dog or low cobra. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Again, reconnecting with your breath here. All right, from our downward facing dog, step your feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, step it through in between your hands. And we're going to stay on the ball of our back foot. We have done this before, but we had our knee down onto the earth. This time, challenge, you can take your knee up off the earth and stay here, working onto your cupcake fingers on your block. Always option to drop that back knee, but we're going to sink our hips low. Allow your chest to lift up, and my heel is still off the earth on my back foot. So I'm going to inhale, press my hips forward, lift my chest, and then exhale, lift my hips towards the sky, pull my right hip back in line with my left as my front leg straightens. You might need to change the levels of your block here. As you inhale, sink your hips down low, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips as you press them back. Front leg straightens. Readjust your footing if you need to. Again, inhale, sink your hips forward as you lift up through your chest. Back leg is straight and strong here. Exhale, lift your hips up and press them back. Option to walk your foot in if you want your back heel down on the earth. Again, inhale, sink your hips low. Your knee is going to come past your ankle. And then exhale, press your hips back. Option to sit in one pose longer than the other if you'd like. Again, always option to take this down to the earth. So you inhale, come forward. Exhale, sit back. 2 more rounds of breath here, wherever you are. All right, when you're ready, step this back foot in just a bit. So you're on the ball of your back foot. Heel is right over the ball of that back left foot. And we're going to take our hands to frame our front right foot. And then step your left foot up to meet your right. Beautiful. We'll inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Just resetting our spine here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Taking a deep bend in your knees here so your hands can come down to the earth. Take your weight in your left foot. Pick up your right and step it back behind you in your high lunge. So this is just another way of coming in besides downward facing dog. Again, I'm taking my blocks back onto my mat here and setting up. Again, always option to drop this back leg. And inhale, sink my hips low, take my chest forward, and then exhale, straighten this front leg. Hips come in line with each other as my left leg pulls back. Again, slight micro bend in my knee. I'm not hyperextending here. Inhale as I shift forward, hips drop down, back leg is strong and straight. And then exhale. Press my hips back. My right hip is rolling forward, left hip is pulling back. Inhale. And then exhale. Taking this at your own pace. Two more rounds of breath here. When you're ready, we'll all shift forward. So we have a deep bend in our left knee. And then if your back foot or your back right knee was on the earth, go ahead, lift it up. We want our right heel over the ball of our back right foot. I'm gonna move my blocks out of the way here. When you're ready, gently step your right foot forward to meet your left, forward folding. Inhale, we'll roll all the way up to standing. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come down by our side. Now we're gonna take our blocks to the left or right side of your mat. We're gonna take a quarter turn to the left or right, so wherever you can see your screen, whatever way you're comfortable. So at the top, turn to the left here. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Then exhale, take a big wide stance, coming into our prasarita. We worked on this last week. So again, coming back to where we like our toes, you can take them forward, or you can take them pointing out, or you can pigeon toe them. It really just depends on how tender your ankles are and if you have any sciatica pain. So when you're ready, you want to take a wider stance than you think you need, but you still want to keep a slight bend in your knees here. Inhale, lift through your chest. Exhale, hinge forward, leading with your heart. Hands will come down to the block or the floor. Take my block right here. We can inhale, lift our chest, and then exhale, hinge forward. Bring that weight into the balls of your feet here. Slight bend in your knees, sending your hips high towards the sky. Now we're going to take this into a twist here. When you're ready, we'll gently lift our hands up so they're planted firmly onto the earth. I'm going to bring one block into the center, so right beneath my face here. Planting my left hand on my block, I'm going to take an inhale through center. Exhale, twist and open my right fingertips up towards the sky. Breathing here, take another deep inhale, lift high. And then exhale, come back down towards the earth, planting your hand, breathing. We're going to move slow here. Making sure you're steady, take another deep inhale. And then exhale, lift those left fingertips towards the ceiling. Breathing here, feeling the pose. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. No need to rush. Take an inhale. And then exhale, you can come back down, unwind. All right, we're gonna take this a few more times here. You can take it at your own pace. So my left hand is coming to the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, gently twist. Inhale, we'll bring that right hand down. Exhale, gently twist to the left. Inhale, we'll send that left hand down to your block. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, brings your right hand to the block. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back down. One more time each side. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, we'll bring you back down. Exhale, we'll twist you to the left. Inhale, we'll all come back through center here. I'm going to move my blocks out of the way. Taking one more deep bend here. If you'd like, rocking more weight into the balls of your feet. Your toes are the brakes, heels are the gas. Sending your hips high. Keep a bend in your knee. Don't hyperextend backwards here. Remember, when we're lifting up, we're pressing our feet firmly away from each other like we're trying to rip our mat in half. So I'm bringing my hands to my hips. As I inhale, lift with my chest, pressing firmly with my feet. Beautiful. I'm going to slightly heel toe my legs in together here. So I can step my left foot to meet my right at the top of my mat. Take a quarter turn to the top. Inhale, lift up, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step back into a high plank. Take your vinyasa. You can lower halfway down. Inhale, lift up. Upward facing dog or low cobra. And then exhale, we'll all meet in downward facing dog. We'll step our feet together at the back of our mat. Inhale, right leg lifts high. And exhale, step it through. Right in between our hands. So we're coming up into our first high lunge here. So just like we were working on before, I'm going to heel toe my right foot out to my right thumb. And I'm coming on to the ball of my back left foot. You want your feet staggered here, so you have a wider foundation. So you're not on a tightrope, you're on a railroad track. I'm gonna sink my hips low, shift my back foot, again, further away. So I have my heel right over the ball of my foot. And when you're ready, again, always option to drop the knee. You don't have to come up here. We'll inhale, root to rise. Working our way up into our first high crescent. Beautiful. Breathing here. Inhale, lift through your fingertips. Exhale, sink low. Beautiful work, you got it. Keep it up, breathe here. Strong back leg. We're rooting firmly down to the ball of our back foot and our front right foot. Core is pulling in. Again, if you want to take one hand to your belly, one hand to your back. So we're not really crunching in this low back. Pull your belly up and in, and then sink your hips low. Arms reach up, you got it, keep breathing. We're gonna gently hinge forward, hands come back behind us. Hold it here, you got it, breathe. And then exhale, hands come back down towards the earth. Drop this right knee down towards the ground, or sorry, left knee down towards the ground. Untuck your left toes. My left hand is coming to a block on the inside of my right foot. And I'm going to allow my right knee to fall open here. So I'll turn towards you guys. So I'm allowing this right knee to fall open. And then if you'd like to take your right hand, you can gently twist to the right, allowing this hip to really open up here. Again, pressing firmly through my left hand. I'm not really sunken down here in my shoulder. I'm lifting and reaching. I'm going to come back to the top of my mat. My hips are working forward here, knee is falling open. I'm on the outside edge of my right foot. Back left leg is down behind us. My hand is to my outer right thigh, twisting to the right very gently. When you're ready, inhale, come back through center, squeeze and hug everything in. We're gonna plant our hands to frame this front right foot, heel toe back to midline, tuck your left toes, lift that back left knee off the earth, sweep your right foot back to meet your left. When you're ready, left foot comes towards the sky, then exhale, step it through, right next to your left thumb. Again, working this back right foot closer to the end of your mat here so you have a strong straight leg. Heel is over the ball of your back right foot. Deep bend in your left knee here. Sink your hips low. Always option to drop your knee. When you're ready, next inhale, we're all going to lift up. Beautiful high crescent lunge here. Breathing, sink low into your hips. Strong straight back leg. Again, you can bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your back. Pull in. Hips are squared off towards the front of your mat. Feeling your lower ribs pull in. You can even put your hands there as they lace in towards one another. Sink low into your hips. Hands come up. Breathe. Exhale. Hinge your torso forward. Hands reach back behind you. We're not laying on our leg, but we're lifting, using those core muscles. Breathe. You got it. Exhale. Drop your hands down to frame this front left foot. Drop your right knee back down behind you and tuck your right toes. Then heel toe your right foot out, or your left foot out a little bit, bringing your block to your inner left foot. My right hand is on the block. Then I'm going to allow my hips to sink down, opening my left knee up to the outer edge of my mat, and I'm coming on the outer edge of my left foot here. Readjust your block if you need it. My left hand is coming to the outside of my left leg as I gently gaze over my left shoulder. Right foot is working back behind us here. Breathe, reconnect. And I'm still pressing firmly through this right hand. I'm not sinking down my shoulder. It's really activated here, but still allowing my hips to soften. Inhale, come back through center, root this. Left foot, I'm really dyslexic today. Left foot down onto the mat. Move this block out of the way. We're going to tuck our right toes and then sweep this left foot back to meet our right. Coming on down to the earth to our child's pose, big toes touch, knees come wide. Head can come to the mat or your block. Taking a moment to thank yourself again today. I don't think we did it in the beginning of practice. Send out love. Send out thanks, send out gratitude. Or simply just enjoy this moment, connected with the earth and taking time on your mat for yourself. Sending love to yourself. Oftentimes we send so much love out to other people, we forget to send it to ourselves. When you're ready, we'll gently lift ourselves up and take our one hip down to the floor and sweep our legs out in front of us. Gently rock out your legs here. Then we're coming in just to a fish pose, stretching our chest out, opening up our chest. So rocking your hips from side to side, bring your hands underneath your bum. Fingertips are going to be facing down towards the front of your mat. And I'm going to point my toes here. Gently walk one forearm down and then the other. And I really want to press through my elbows, bringing my chest towards the sky. We can drop our head back here, keep our chest lifted. Keeping our chin to our chest. If you'd like, you can take a few breaths together with me. If our head is dropped back, it'll be a little bit easier than up here. So when you're ready, exhale wherever you're at in your breath cycle, keeping that chest lifted, heart open. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out through your mouth, H-A-ha. Again, just like that, inhaling. Exhale, H-A-ha. One last time, inhaling. Exhale. Beautiful. Gently tuck your chin to your chest. We'll press up one forearm and then the other. Bending our knees and then slowly rolling onto our back. Option to keep your left knee bent towards the sky, or you can straighten it on down your mat. I'm going to interlace all 10 fingers around my shin here. You can also interlace them around your back of your thigh, or you can grab a strap and bring it around the outside of your leg. We'll take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, pull your knee out and around your right rib cage, pulling it up towards your right shoulder. Left toes can be flexed on the mat to prevent you from kind of rocking from side to side, but they don't have to be flexed back towards your face. Breathing here. Maybe with every exhale, you pull your right knee a little bit closer to your shoulder. Still keeping both shoulders firmly on the mat. The back of your head should be working onto your mat as well. You can take one more deep inhale here. Maybe pull your knee away. Exhale, pull it in close. And then gently release it. Right foot comes to the floor. Your right knee can stay bent, or you can straighten it out on the mat. Let's bring our left knee into our chest now. Interlace all 10 fingers or grab your strap around your knee. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, pull that left knee out and around your rib cage here. Again, right toes can be flexed on your mat to prevent you from rolling around. Really hugging this knee in here. Trying to touch your Left shoulder with your left knee. Trying to evenly distribute your weight though, so you really want both shoulders planted on the mat, the back of your head on the mat. Sinking down and breathing here. Take one more deep inhale, maybe pull that knee away. Exhale, pull it in close. Gently release both legs, coming into deep Burrito Karani, your legs up the wall, bringing our block right underneath our sacrum, where our back flesh meets our bum flesh. And then taking our legs up onto near the ceiling, pointing towards the ceiling. There we go. Yeah, and finding that sweet spot with your block. So it's going to be really, really uncomfortable if your block is too far forward or too far back. So just kind of test the waters out a little bit, maybe in a supported bridge first before you take your legs up towards the sky, making sure it's right in that supported sacrum area, again, where your back flesh meets your bum flesh. Again, begin to roll out your ankles, point and flex your toes, maybe open and close your toes. You can take your arms up over your head or down by your side here. I had my knees bent, you don't have to have them straight. You can also come up against the wall and rest your feet on the wall. You can always take this for your shavasana as well if you want your legs resting at the wall. Option to stay here. You can gently bring those feet back down towards the earth. Remove your block. Take this into happy baby just real quick. And grabbing the outer edges of your feet, your calves or your thighs here. Releasing your tailbone down towards the earth. You can open one leg, maybe the other. Taking any time right now to take any poses that you would like to practice, or maybe that your body's craving, or any just little movements that your body's craving. Whenever you're satisfied, you can take a little bit more time for yourself. Meet me whenever in your shavasana. So I'm going to take my feet out wide, knees knocked together on the inside. I'm going to take my hands to my belly today. You can take your hands up over your head, out wide like a star. Taking it into whatever shavasana means to you. You can lay on your side with some pillows or blankets. You can even lay on your belly. Whatever feels good. Wherever you are, allow your muscles to start relaxing down into your surface. Allow them to shut off and rest. As you relax your jaw, release any tension between your brows. Soften through your face and neck as your shoulders relax into your earth. When you're ready, you can start wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Always option to stay in Shavasana if you'd like. Gently roll to your favorite side. And when you feel ready, gently press yourself up to a seated position. Inhale, arms reach up overhead one last time. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Take a moment to send a little bit of love, and remember to keep a little bit of love for us and thank ourselves. Be grateful that we get to spend some time on our mat. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's always an honor. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.